as we close out this year and we move into a new year, we start to think about New Year's resolutions, right? It happens every year around this time. You'll see more ads for health and fitness memberships. Books and articles about productivity are popping up all around us. Ultimately, what we're really spending time thinking about is how we'll use our time. How we'll use our time. We live by our clocks, our time clocks is actually what I mean. We look at our phones, our watches, our computers, our calendars constantly to manage our time. Some of us schedule every waking moment of the day, right? We go back to back to back. Yet we spend little time figuring out how to make each moment better, how to not just show up, but show up with the kind of energy we need for important moments, for important meetings, calls, for really important conversations. So what if there was a different kind of clock that you needed to follow in order to get your best out of each moment? I spent almost 20 years as a sports agent, so I had the privilege of being around some of the world's greatest athletes. And while the greats manage their schedule rigorously, they manage their energy even more rigorously. How they feel is so critical to how they perform. So in their case, they monitor things like nutrition and rest and exercise. So that when they step up to the plate or have a chance to take a key shot in a game, or they're standing on a green on 18 on a Sunday to win a tournament, they bring their full energy to that moment. The clock that the greatest players and leaders know to follow is what I call the energy clock. It's the clock that helps them perform better in each moment, not just show up for that moment in time. In my new book, The Energy Clock, I walk through a key component of this clock. It's called the energy audit. You can see all the pieces of the audit when the book launches on January 1, but I wanted to give you a sneak peek into one of them. It's things in your life that are energy neutral. So these are activities and responsibilities that neither excite you nor sort of exhaust you. They're just there. They just exist. These items can usually be streamlined for efficiency, or they could maybe be delegated to someone else, or maybe you need to change your perspective altogether around them. So for example, let's say you have a small team that reports directly to you. And the communication is fine, but if it's kind of left unchecked, it becomes something that really drains you. So to make it work more efficiently, maybe you set up and create a short process that they go through before bringing something to you. Or maybe you centralize your processes so people know where to look before needing to ask for help. In other words, you take these energy neutral things and you create efficiency around them. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take like 5 or 10 minutes and do it right now and think about tasks or projects or responsibilities that just exist in your life. They don't drain you, but they don't really get you excited either. And once you've done that, once you've built that list, ask yourself a couple questions. Number one, am I the right person to handle these? In other words, what on this list can only I do and that aligns with my vision, and what could I delegate? And how can I make these more efficient with the things that I want to keep? So of the things that I want to keep, how can I become more efficient? This short exercise helps you maximize your team and more importantly, give you more time for those things that bring you energy in your life. Like I mentioned, this is a part of a larger exercise called the energy audit that's coming out of my new book, The Energy Clock, on January 1. You can pre-order the book today when you click on the link in the video description here to claim some exclusive pre-order bonuses. So in the coming year, focus on bringing more energy to your time, because when you live by the right clock, the energy clock, you reach your full potential.